We're back.
Whoa!
We got
Teleportation.
Lenny and Larry's.
The complete cookie.
We got Boba Fett right here. Thanks for watching. We got some questions for you guys that some people have been asking us from our last If It Fits Your Macro video, and we're going to answer those for you right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people actually wonder this too.
Yeah.
Like,
we
once they said it, then it kind of clicked with us, like, okay, maybe we should bring that up in the next video. So
we're going to do a couple questions for you guys. And this pertains to intermittent fasting, nutrition, and if it fits your macros. We had brisket pizza again. A little bit
might change it up next
too much. We're not gonna.
We might change it up for the next video.
We're not gonna have brisket pizza ever again at all. So today, the question is: do you get more macros if you exercise? The answer is no. Here's why. So when you find your macros, you should be finding your total daily energy expenditure, and what you do to find that is pretty much base your current body weight off of your activity level. Now there's multipliers on the internet that you can use. You can base it off of, I refer to a couple books. I refer to Flexible Dieting 2.0 to help me find my total daily energy expenditure. Mm-hmm. And pretty much what that is the basic number, or the number of calories you burn every day. Okay, and what you can do is multiply that by 7, then you get your weekly caloric expenditure. And then what you do is, if you want to cut, you put yourself at a small deficit depending on the amount of weight that you want to lose, and then you try that out and adjust the macro ratios the way that you want to. So the answer is no. You don't get more macros if you exercise.
I mean, like you gotta think about it too. Like if you've looked into anything on the internet about weight loss, I mean, very vague information. It says that it all goes off of a caloric deficit. So if you're at a caloric deficit, then you're going to lose weight. If you're at a caloric surplus, then you're going to gain weight. So if you eat your macros, and the macros that either you set for yourself or somebody set for you, if you eat your macros and you hit those calories, then you work out, it doesn't matter because those macros are set in stone. So if your macros right now are set, say, at negative 500, then it doesn't matter if you worked out or didn't work out, you're still going to lose weight.
Yeah, the whole point in finding the daily expenditure is to know what to work with and to find out the number of macros that you can eat per day. And exercise is already taken into account, right? Yeah. Second question from Joe. How often should I refeed? Now, refeeding for me is like, I eat 100 extra grams of carbs for my refeed. I started off once every 2 weeks. It was around once every 2 weeks. So one day I would pick a high volume training day or a very high volume, high intense training day, and I would eat an additional 100 grams of carbs. My protein and fat would stay the same. Mm-hmm. And I would feel that the next day I felt more energized and more well recovered. I would say start off once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I like that, once every 2 weeks. If you find yourself that if you're following a plan like this for weight loss or even weight gain, to be honest, and you see that either the scale is plateauing in weight loss or weight gain, that refeed, what it will do is it's going to basically, I would say, kind of shock your body, showing you that, okay, this set amount of calories, I'm going to give you a little bit more, and I'm going to show you that, oh, wow, like, okay, so I'm getting fed today. And then
my metabolism can keep up with that surplus of food at that day.
And then when you go back into a deficit, then it's going to pull more out. Like, it's
just going to burn through it, man.
I've seen this, like, this guy took a rubber band, and he put it around 2 fingers. And that's how he kind of talked about, like, refeeds. Like, you're here. Whenever you up your calories, this is your metabolism, this is your calories. So right now you're here and here. If you lower it, it's going to, basically, you're going to lose weight. Now, as it lowers, this is going to come down. Your metabolism is going to kind of come down.
Rubber band science.
Because it thinks that it's not getting fed as much. So it's going to slow down for, like, survival. What that refeed does is when you bring that back up, it's going to bring that metabolism back up. Get that thing firing again. And once it comes back up to here again, dropping the calories, then you're going to have that time between here and between plateau that is going to be a lot higher, and you're going to lose weight faster. Rubber bands.
So pretty much start off once every 2 weeks. Obviously, if you're leaner, I'm preparing for a 5-week-long competition, so to be recovered for those, I'm on 2 refeed days per week, and I time those up based off what I feel is great. So
And I myself, I really don't. I mean, I probably refeed.
do we today?
Yeah, like probably myself, probably twice a month, because it depends. If I do like an intense leg workout, normally legs is the best time for me to refeed.
Yeah, and you said that in the last video too about the legs.
Yeah, if I do a leg workout or I do some kind of high intensity that like takes a lot out of me, then the next day is a good day for a refeed for me.
Right. Next question: are you guys anti-fat?
Mother. Like I knew people were gonna ask. God. I knew
Somebody was gonna ask this from like our last videos because basically that's
High
not what we were
carb.
trying to say.
High
but-
carb all day. No, like I eat 60 grams of fat per day.
Yeah.
We're not anti-fat. The energy systems that we train, primary energy source that we use is carbohydrates. So I need more carbohydrates because I use more carbohydrates in my training. If I was a marathon runner, I use fat and protein.
Mm-hmm.
I know that my body, from experimentation, survives on a very high carbohydrate-based diet. My fat are lower, obviously, because it's not my primary energy source. So if I were to take in a lot of fat, I probably would gain more body fat because I'm not able to use it. Typically, a lot of you CrossFitters out there, I see a lot of you eating far too much fat. And fat's not the enemy, carbs aren't the enemy, proteins aren't the enemy. Find the appropriate energy that you need for what you're trying to accomplish is the big problem that I'm seeing. So typically people eat high fat, high protein, and they feel really run down. It's because you're not utilizing that energy the way that it should be used. It's great for health. Fats are great for health. Carbs are great for health. Proteins are great for health. But I think if you're actually like, some people are training, you need to be eating the appropriate foods. And you could eat high quality carbs or you could eat low quality carbs. Just eat carbs or eat fat. There are bad fats, but in moderation, some different types of fats are really great for you and have anti-inflammatory purposes.
Okay, you're thinking, okay, so high fat would be basically towards like a long distance runner, a swimmer, somebody that's doing a long duration
Triathlete.
workout. Yeah, something like that. Now with that, think of yourself. Think if you're not a CrossFit athlete, if you aren't like a bodybuilder, say you just go to the gym 4 times a week, whatever it is, you just go to be healthy. Think of yourself like in an everyday situation. Are you expending the amount of energy that a long distance runner would, like just going to work?
No.
So if you're taking in high fat, you're taking in the amount of fat maybe that a long distance runner or a swimmer needs to take in, then
You should
sitting at work at a desk or even standing in that matter, you're still not using that like as much as a long distance runner would.
No. Most of the people's primary energy source is going to be carbohydrate.
Right.
And here's the thing. Some people have medical problems of which they can't take in a lot of carbohydrates. That's case specific.
But I think 90, like, I'm not going to say 90%. I know some people do. I feel like a lot of the people that
Like-
are with diet, like with their food or their macros.
Like a lot of people have insulin sensitivities. Like,
Yeah.
And if they eat, some people experiment and they're like, I can't eat carbs right before my training, or just they're really sensitive to carbohydrate intake, then you would probably work way better with a higher fat, higher protein. That's it for all the questions, guys.
Any other questions that you have, feel free. Message me, message Frank if you want to put it in the description box below on this video. We'll put our Instagrams yet again on this one.
Yeah, in the description below, there's going to be our Instagrams. You can direct message us. You can comment on one of our pictures. Like, subscribe. You can send us messages. We'll put our email address for the YouTube page in there too, so you can email us questions if you'd like. Anything about nutrition, we'll get more into our training methodologies, and you can ask us questions about building muscle, losing fat, increasing athletic performance in CrossFit, and hopefully you guys check us out on the next video.
Yeah, please share this video.
Yeah, share this
It
video.
helps us, basically gives us more of the motivation to continue to do something like this.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback from the last one, so hopefully we can keep that rolling for you guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you in the
Thanks.
next video. Thank you.